Assalamualaikum dear students. Welcome to NIVS Home School. How are you? I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Kamrun Nahar, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today I am going to take an agriculture class for the students of class 7, and our today's topic is chapter 4, lesson 7 and 8. That means today we will discuss about agroecological zones, and all of you take your book, go to chapter 7, page number 70. So let's start our class. Now lesson 7, agroecological zones, or in short AEZ. Now all types of crops grow in Bangladesh, and that's why Bangladesh is called an agricultural country, and our economy is also agro-based, and cultivation of crops depends on the environment of a given area. Now look, Bangladesh is an agricultural country, and we have very fertile soil. So we can grow almost all types of crops here, but all crops do not grow in all places or all areas of our country, because the environment or the climate is not same in every places. So the cultivation of crops actually depends on the weather and climate, soil and environment of the particular area. Temperature, rainfall, soil, etc. constitute agro environment. That means temperature, in some places temperature is high, or other places temperature is low, and in some places temperature is moderate. In some places of our country the rainfall is the rainfall is very heavy, and in some places there is no rain or light rain, and in some places soil is very fertile, or there are different types of soil in our country. So to determine agro environment we need to consider about these elements, that means temperature, rainfall, soil, etc. Now for example, Russia is suitable for growing mangoes, because the environment is or the climate is suitable for growing mangoes in Rajshahi, and Mymensingh is suitable for growing jackfruit. Like tree grows well in Srimangal. That means agroecological zones is very important to know where to grow which crops. That means if we know the agroecological zones we can get a very good production. Now agroecological zones in Bangladesh. In 1988 to 1989 Bangladesh has been divided into 30 agroecological zones. So we have divided our country into 30 agroecological zones. To determine agroecological zones, certain things like land, agro-weather, soil and water situation are taken into consideration. That means before selecting or determine the agroecological zones, we need to consider about some things, and what are they? Land, weather, soil, water. And we can classify land in 5 categories: highland, mid-highland, mid-lowland, lowland and extreme lowlands. And agro-weather such as pre-kharif, kharif 1, kharif 2, rabi and extreme hot weather. And we can also classify our soil, and what are the sandy, clay, loamy and their combinations like sandy, loamy, clay, loam, etc. So before the demarcation of agroecological zones, we need to consider about these things. And water is also very important. That means availability of water and moisture in the particular place. Now we will know about the crops variety as per agroecological zones. Now look, there are ecological zones, and we will know about the area and which products grow well in which agroecological zone. Okay, let's start. AZ1. It consists of Dinajpur, Panchgarh and Thakurgaon districts, and particular crops in this region are lychee and mango. But tea is also grown here, and nowadays we are growing tea in Dinajpur and Panchgarh and Thakurgaon districts. But before that, the main crops are lychee and mango. Now AZ2. It includes the strip of the sandy land in Tista area. This area includes some areas of Nilphamari, Lalmonirhat and Kurigram, and the specific crops are groundnut and crown, one kind of cereal. And now AZ3 and 4. It includes Rangpur and part of Bogra. The tobacco and vegetables are grown here, and almost all kinds of vegetables are grown in agroecological zone 3. Now agroecological zone 5 and 6. It includes the Chalanbil area, some lowlands of Atrai and Punarbhaba river, which is situated in the district of Naugaon, Nator and Chapainawabganj. Watermelon and garlic are cultivated here, but we use the plants to manufacture pati and cane products. That means the plants are using to produce pati and cane products like sofa, chair, etc. Now AZ7. It takes the strips of the sandy lands in the river Brahmaputra in the district of Kurigram, Gaibandha and Sirazganj. Particular crops in this region are groundnut and pumpkin. Now AZ8. It covers the riverside areas of Brahmaputra. These include some area of Sherpur, Jamalpur, and a special crop is water chestnut. Now AZ9. It includes Sherpur, Jamalpur, Tangai and Mymensingh area, and almost all kinds of crops grow in this region. So in agroecological zones 3 and 9, almost all kinds of crops grown in these two areas, AZ3 and AZ9. Now AZ10. It extends over the sandy strip areas of the Padma, and groundnut is the main crop in this zone. Now AZ11. It is the water-fed areas by the old Brahmaputra, and cotton is the main crop in this zone. Now AZ12. It covers the river banks of the Padma, and the main crops are broadcasted almond and palm. Now AZ13. It is the coastal area of Khulna, and the Sundarbans belongs to this region. Now AZ14. It includes the sites of lowlands in Gopalganj. Palm and date are the main crops. Now AZ15, and this area covers the aerial quagmire area, that means the aerial bill, and broadcast almond is the main crop in this area. Now AZ16. It stretches over the middle Meghna area, and crops including potato and banana grow in this region, and there are other crops, vegetables also grown in this area, I mean in this agroecological zone. Now AZ 17. It encompasses the border areas of Noakhali and Kumilla. Groundnut and maize are the main crops in this area. Now AZ 18. It covers low areas of Hula. Coconut and betel leaf are the special crops. Now AZ 19. It includes eastern Meghna area, and broadcast almond is the particular crop in this agroecological zone. Now AZ 20, which includes Tanguar Hawar, and that means it is in Sylhet, and Bodo rice is the main crop. I mean it's the special crop in this area. Now AZ 21. It includes the banks of Surma and Kushiara. Bodo rice, vegetables and fish production are the particular products. Now AZ 22. So northeastern foot of the hills belong to this zone. Then this zone includes some parts of Netrokona, Sunamganj, Maulavi Bazar and Sylhet. And Erica palm, lemons, oranges and Khashia betel leaves are the crops in this region. And nowadays agar is cultivated in agroecological zone 22. Now agroecological zone 23, and it stretches over the coastal area of Chittagong and Cox's Bazar. The betel leaves is the main agricultural crop in this area. Now AZ 24, and it includes Saint Martin's Island, and coconut is the main crop in this area. Now AZ 25, 26 and 27, and this area encompasses the Barin tract area of Rajshahi, Bagra and Dinajpur, and almost all crops grow in the highlands of these areas. So these places are highlands and all types of crops are grown in this area, that means in agroecological zone 25, 26 and 27. And now AZ 28. It stretches over the red soil zone from Madhupur to Tezgaon of Dhaka, and shal tree grows here very well, but jackfruit and pineapple are also grow here. Now AZ 29. It includes all the other hilly areas, that means rest of the hilly areas of Bangladesh, and this zone includes the hilly areas of Rangamati, Bandarban, Khagrachari, Chattogram, Maulavi Bazar and other districts. So there is missing here okay, and the special crop is tea, that means tea grows here in this hilly area. Now the last zone, agroecological zone number 30, it includes red soil area of Akhwara and Tizal ground and Mukundapuri guava are the main crops. And now look, AZ 3, 9, 11 and 16 are open AEZs, that means all types of crops are grown here well. Now agroecological zones are the areas for some particular crops. You can grow some particular crops well here, but it doesn't mean that you can grow other crops there. For some crops, some areas are suitable, that means you can grow some crops there very well. Now look, in Rajshahi you can grow mangoes very well because the weather and the climate of Rajshahi is very much suitable for growing mangoes, but it doesn't mean that you can grow there other vegetables. In Munshiganj, potato grows well, but other crops are also grown there. And now, dear students, there is a homework for you. This is homework number 2. Chapter 4, make 6 MCQ, that is multiple choice question with answer from lesson 7 and lesson 8. So from today's topic, you will make 6 MCQ with answer. And this is homework number 2. So maintain the homework number. So that's all for today. From today's session, we have learned about the agroecological zones, and which is very much important to grow our crops properly. Because if we don't know about the agroecological zones, we will not get our expected production. So if you want to increase the production of our crops, we need to know about the agroecological zones. Please, if you want to produce a particular crops, and if you want to get a better production, we need to know about our agroecological zone, because this weather is suitable for growing crops for some particular vegetables or crops. So dear students, I hope you have understood our today's topic, and do your homework regularly, and you will do your assigned homework in your SW copies and submit your all homework copies on every Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm in the school library. And doing homework is very much important. Do you know why? Because your SBA diary and city marks will be given on the basis of submitting your homework copies. So do your homework regularly and carefully. Study a lot and abide by your parents. See you again. Allah Hafiz.